Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got SirHamer playing the Ragnar in a clan battle. With him are Squidpent in Vermont, Rieger in the Schlieffen, Alf Radagast in Moskva, 8th grade in the Petropavlovsk, Larry Ha in the Shimakaza, and Captain Insano in the Småland. They're facing off against the DBD clan, and this combination of Småland and Ragnar, SirHamer tells me that they refer to this pairing and the tactics that they use as Swedish Meatball. I have not watched this. I don't really know a whole lot else about it other than that they met with some success. So this is apparently something that they have done more than once in clan battles. I'm kind of loath to share it, but I'm guessing it's okay to highlight what they're about to do, or he wouldn't have sent it to me. So a little bit about Ragnar and Småland. Well, both ships have radar, which is obviously very powerful. Småland has an incredibly fast reload, and Ragnar has hard-hitting, basically cruiser guns that have a pretty fast reload. Neither has smoke. Småland does have torpedoes, but Ragnar does not. But what Ragnar does have is, if I can remember correctly, 25 millimeter plating along a lot of the side of the ship. So the plating along the side of the ship can shatter a lot of destroyer shells, mitigating damage. Now, Småland is a powerful enough ship that it's been removed from the game. And I think probably rightly so. It's a ship I have. I haven't played it much. It is a ship that, honestly, and there are a few ships that fall into this category that I have. I play it and I feel dirty because it is so strong. As our hero opens up, starts to fire right away, and this Summers is still within radar range, at least for the time being. He's about to go out of radar range, 7.5 kilometers range. But he's still in range. He's trying to run away. And there's the counter radar. And you can see that there's a little bit of damage being taken, but it's not too terrible. And that radar's got to be from Moskva, right? Stalingrad and Puerto Rico are up there at Alpha. The bad guys do secure the Alpha cap. So the details about the Småland. The guns are 120s. They've got 4 barrels, two barrels in each of 2 turrets, with the base reload time on the guns of 1.7 seconds. And that's the Småland. Max HE damage on Småland 1750. Max AP 2100. Not a lot of penetration at being 120s, but you can certainly light some fires and you can shred some destroyers. And the torpedoes on the Småland, one rack has 3 torpedoes, the other has 5. So you're letting go of 8 torpedoes at a go. Reload time is 100 seconds. Max damage per torpedo 10,700. 76 knots base speed and 12 kilometers range. And you can see that our hero here he's got his own guns working, and I'll go over some details about the Ragnar here in a second. Now, you can see that the good guys have lost their Ragnar, or excuse me, their Moskva. Who is that? Okay, so we lost Alf Radagast in the Moskva. SirHamer is making use of the AP, and you can see the AP actually does some damage. These are pretty good sized shells. Okay, so let me give you the details. These are 152s, and I think that Schlieffen is about to sink. Yeah, Readers burned that one down. Okay, so the main battery on the Ragnar, 152s, same type of setup. Get 2 turrets, 2 barrels per turret, 4 guns. Reload base 3.2 seconds. Just pretty fast for cruiser guns. Max HE shell damage 2200 with an 11% fire chance. Max AP shell damage is 3000. So if you can run up on a cruiser and get it reasonably close range, you can do some significant damage. But you can see the HE is no slouch. And aim a little bit higher into the superstructure. There we go.
Engine boost activated. The enemy team has taken the lead.
And that's what I'm talking about with these guns. See a double citadel there in that one volley, and finishes up the Moskva. Both teams now down 2 ships. Good guys have lost Schlieffen and Moskva. So Rieger and Alf are out of the game, and the bad guys have lost Schlieffen and Moskva. So it doesn't get any more fair exchange than that. The bad guys, they've still got a cap, and the good guys don't. Captain Insano is making a move for the Bravo cap, and SirHamer is headed for Charlie.
Engine boost deactivated.
SirHamer's just pinging to let Captain Insano know this is the direction of the radio location from my position. And I'm certain they were on voice comms talking about that. If you're not familiar, the radio location commander skill doesn't tell you the distance, only the general direction. And that it's the nearest ship. So whatever it is closer than the Stalingrad. And there's the Summers. Reversing away, now moving forward. And these guns against a destroyer are just really, really nice. Summers able to accelerate away from the threat. Summers ends at 52, now pushing toward Larry Ha. As the DVD Kremlin takes out 8th grade and the Petropavlovsk. Z52 is about to leave the game. Squidpent in his Vermont takes out the Stalingrad. Captain Insano in the Smollin blaps the Z52. And the Puerto Rico takes out Squidpent in the Vermont. So now both teams down to 3 ships. I have to give the edge here to ICOP due to the fact that ICOP has 3 destroyers in the game. 2 of them have torpedoes. Shimakaze, of course, has amazing torpedoes, and Larry is putting torpedoes in the water ahead of that Summers, and I think Summers is in big trouble here. Nice drop, Larry. Good guys now up 3 ships to 2, and also hold a 2 cap advantage. Bad guys do not have a destroyer, but they do have radar. And Puerto Rico is very tanky. Even these 152s are going to struggle against Puerto Rico. It's got a really nice armor scheme. Well, this will be interesting to see how this turns out. That's a whole lot of AG spam. Captain Insano gets the torpedoes in the water, and you can see the Puerto Rico's turned around and it's headed back toward Alpha as Larry works to get that secured. There's a fire. SirHamer just raining AG shells down on the Kremlin. Captain Insano is probably trying to get to a position where he can lob shells over the island. As Puerto Rico pushes forward, SirHamer moves to AP shells, gets off a couple volleys. Nice damage. Larry Haas making a run for the island and to get out of harm's way. Still a lot of time on the clock. SirHamer doesn't want to get caught out here in the open, but he can make use of this smoke right now. I think he could probably safely fire here, and he is. There's the counter radar. I imagine SirHamer's probably going to make a run for the... No, guns are aimed at Captain Insano, so at least for now, got a little too far into the island. I don't blame you.
Engine boost deactivated.
And the guns are swinging back this way, so probably a good idea to stay out of sight. No, guns now back toward Captain Insano and now back here, so Puerto Rico player, he doesn't know where to aim the guns as Captain Insano runs behind an island. Some great destroyer teamwork, and Larry Ha is just really on point with torpedoes. He does land one. And Puerto Rico is burning and flooding. Captain Insano just trying to avoid taking damage because he's so beat up at this point. Puerto Rico's engines are out. And SirHamer's trying to finish him off. There's a fire. That's great. You can see he changed his aim point. Puerto Rico repairs. Can he finish him? There's another fire. And I think that's going to do it for Puerto Rico. Great job.
Victory is in sight.
And that, as they say, is all she wrote. I cannot imagine a Kremlin being very effective against a Smolensk, Ragnar, and Shimakaze. So I will take this opportunity to say really well played. Captain Insano is spotting. SirHamer's just raining shells down on top of the Kremlin. You can see torpedoes from Captain Insano. Larry Hawk fell back far enough that he might be able to get guns on Kremlin. Yeah, I think that's a celebratory horn blow there. Captain Insano appears to be backing up to get another set of torpedoes away. We'll see. Fires off the radar. Kremlin's guns are definitely pointed this way. And SirHamer opts to go ahead and reset the cap and just deal with whatever comes his way. Kremlin whiffs. Now the red team did secure the Bravo camp, but they're down, what, 350 points, more or less. And with 5 minutes to go, it doesn't seem too likely that they're going to make a comeback as Larry Ha moves from Charlie 4 into Delta 4 to secure the Alpha cap. You can see some of Larry's torpedoes there chasing the Kremlin. And SirHamer at this point sitting at 145,000 damage, 2 ships sunk, a couple of citadels, really nice. And just a friendly little tap there. No torpedo indicator to tell them whether or not the Kremlin is moving quickly forward or slowly forward. Looks like slowly forward though. And the Kremlin is probably going to go nose into the island. Looks like maybe the torpedoes from Larry are going to finish him. If we don't run out of time, and it looks like we might. So great game, fellas. Really appreciate you sending this in, SirHamer. Well played. I'll see you next time.